It's a you are live. Oh, what? Me? Me is live? What? Me live? All right, Facebook. Oh, wait. What up, YouTube? What up, YouTube? What up, YouTube? I hope y'all guys ready to look at some TikTok videos with me. So, yeah. Hope y'all ready. I want to say this like my second or third live stream. I usually don't live stream. I just make videos, and I'm on this journey to 1K as a YouTuber, and it's a different feeling, man. It's a different vibe, trying to pursue a YouTube career as a YouTuber. So let's get into the video though.
I love here talking about some. You need to stop bragging about having 100% because the VA they gonna see you and they gonna take it. Listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. When it comes to the VA, hold on, wait a second, wait a second. When it comes to the VA know what the fuck going on. Let's talk about that. The VA know what the fuck going on. They hate to see me coming because every time I come in here, which is often, for my reoccurring issues that I have, and I ain't gotta tell y'all my medical business, but just know me and the VA locked in. Every time I get in here, I ask for something. I need something. I'm leaving here with something. And all jokes aside, when you get out of the army, whether you med board, medically retired, get 100%, get 10%, whatever, still come and take care of yourself. It is so hard to get medical attention when you get out. So it's important because the thing is, the VA is not going to call you and say, "Oh, you need to do an annual this, you need to do an annual this. Oh, it's time for this." Oh, they're not going to call you and say, "Oh, you got prescriptions." No, it's up to you to go on the app and refill your prescriptions or to call in appointments if you have something. And it's smart to just go ahead and just call ahead of time. But it's so important, and I cannot stress this enough. While you're in the army, make the appointments, get the medical attention that you need, and when you get out of the army and go into the VA side of medical or just medical in general, still take care of yourself. It is so important to take care of yourself. That's it. I don't want no smoke. Y'all.
How y'all feel about it? How y'all feel about what she said? She ain't lied. She ain't lied. You got to make sure you take care of yourself as a veteran. It'd be hard sometimes setting your appointments. Remember to take your medication and everything, but at the same time, we all adults, so we just got to do what's best for us, and we got to really just focus, on our health. But guys, I'm glad y'all actually in the live. It's for y'all. Drop in the comment section below on which branch y'all served in. I would love to know. I was in the Army. So last duty station, I was stationed at Hunter Army Airfield. So that's right in Savannah, Georgia. So I'd love to know what duty station or what branch y'all served in. And yeah. Meanwhile, if y'all don't want to comment, it's okay. We finna still crank out some of these TikTok videos. Let's see. Oh, my boy Dion. Okay, hold on, guys. Hold on.
Your whole purpose of you getting out the military is for VA disability, stay in. That's the wrong mindset to have because in reality, you never know what percentage you will get. Some of y'all go in, just got the basic, already asking questions about VA disability.
Man,
listen, do your time, do what's necessary while you serving.
Okay, should I go direct service connection for migraines and mental health or secondary to tinnitus? Well, I don't know about tinnitus, because I think they're trying to get rid of that. But migraines, if you have anything that you can go secondary for, and listen, guys, I'm not no claims. I'm not gonna give you how can I say it? Like, I'm not gonna give you answers because I don't know what you got in your medical records, and I know what you threw up here. But at the same time, I'm just a veteran, just like you guys, so I don't know it all. But if I was you, I would try to do a secondary, you know. I would try to do a secondary. And if you could go direct for migraines, do it. You know, if you got anything like anxiety, depression, PTSD, hey, it could be connected to migraines. But that's not me. That's not me. I make certain content, you know, certain content. But I'm glad that you comment. I'm glad that you comment. And you said Army Artillery. Man, how many years did you do? I'm curious. And I wish I did know all the answers, but I ain't gonna lie to you. Matter of fact, I could to give you more answers, because this my go-to lady right here.
The body wash actually smells so good,
this lady
and it
right
lingers
here.
for a while. Okay.
Well, ask her.
The deodorant is oil, and it lasts me throughout the whole day, y'all. Okay. I can still.
You should bring those things up.
So
you should write to your examiner.
I would try
write
to get in contact with him,
doctor, or your general health doctor. Let him know. What up, Mr. 2.0? Guys, we have a true celebrity in the house tonight. I tell you, this man is making big things happen on YouTube.
Guys,
I watch this show.
Guys,
I watch
y'all don't know me
his
as
YouTube
Mr.
all the time. I'm not gonna put you out there. I know sometimes I say too much.
That's
you want to hop in, brother.
He said Mr. 2.0.
You can let everybody know.
But he's a good person.
During the exam, he said you're definitely saying all the right things. Well,
how can I say this?
He's a doctor.
Alaskans.
He's heard you so many times, right? Deanna Shabani, what's up, guys? Good to see you tonight. Shane, everyone else is here with me tonight. Let me know where you're from. If you're from Detroit, what up, though? My name is D, and I am a 100% P&T rated veteran. And it is my mission, my goal, my purpose in life to make sure that every veteran.
And I'm gonna let you know another person. If you still here, I'll let you know another person.
A question I usually get asked all the time is, can I get CRSC along with my 100% VA disability? And the answer is yes. You may be eligible for CRSC with 100% VA disability, but you must also meet the other criteria for the program, such as you have to be retired, you have to be receiving military medical retirement pay or military retirement pay, and you have to have a combat-related injury. I hope this answers your questions. Thanks for watching Her Vet Voice, and I'll definitely see you around soon.
Yeah, she's a good person that I recommend. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be real transparent with you guys. On my TikTok, I give out little gems and everything, and I wanted to go that route, but it's a lot, man. Like it's to actually, you know, to know what to link, secondaries, what to file, how to file the claim. That's not my lane. So I had to figure out what was best for me, and I pivot and I got on YouTube. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm being real transparent. And her right here that you see, the lady that I'm showing you right here, I end up pulling her on my TikTok, pulled her up on my TikTok, and you could tell who knows what. So I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I know everything. That's why I told you, listen, I don't know everything. I'm transparent. I don't know it. I don't know it all, man. But I know a little to help you, and I know people to assist you also. So, you know, if you do message one of them out of the two that I just showed you, just tell them Mr. 2.0 sent you. And they know exactly who I am. So yeah. But nevertheless, to say, let's get into some more videos. I might just go back on old boy page just to see what he's talking about. Let's just see what he's talking about for a little bit, y'all.
Circles right now is super expensive. Gas is like $124 a gallon. It's insane what's going on right now in prices, but you got to go to the doctor because you have to think of these things long term. These things are going to be long term as opposed to the short term pain that you're going through right now. and the generational benefits that you can receive for what you earn, for what you have earned, far outweigh what it would cost right now to just go see a doctor and get it done. So I'm glad to. You on live right now on YouTube? I gotta catch up with you, brother. And what is it exactly, Mike? Mike makes them laugh. Is that what it is? Is that the page? I tell you, I got to write these things down. My memory. There we go. There we go. Getting up there, bro. I like to see you making moves. I work for a large gas station company. Prices aren't going down anytime soon. Nope. Only going up right now. Only going up right now. We're getting into it. We're getting to the thick of it with that place in the Middle East. Some place that we should not, in my opinion, be back at again, but that's my opinion. We've been there multiple times, and I don't understand what we're trying to accomplish this time around.
This is my TikTok right here, guys. You know, I try not to cross merge them. I'm just gonna be honest with you, because like I said, I did a lot of other stuff on TikTok, and I wanted to actually get the feel for YouTube, because YouTube is where it's at, y'all. Not saying that every other platform is you know, bad, but you just gotta find your niche. And if you're like, if you want to do content, just make the content. It's not hard. Well, I take that back. It's hard, but I say this: if you put the work in, it's gonna get easier over time. That's just anything. Consistency, and you're gonna end up getting better over time. And that's just with anything that you do. But let's see. I got some videos that I wanted to actually look at. Want some videos. Okay, yeah. Tell me how y'all feel about this. I made a video. Right. Yeah. Robert, TikTok stinks. No money unless you do TikTok shop. Listen. And everything, I'm gonna tell you this: everything makes money, but you just gotta figure out what you're good at and what you could do. Like TikTok. If I wanted to, I could have actually. What's up, Dwayne? I could have actually grinded out on TikTok, but at the same time, I just was like, nah. Let me try YouTube. I always wanted to try YouTube. Nervous. I was nervous. Listen, trying YouTube, and you got to figure out everything: thumbnails, tags, hashtags. You got to know when to post. It's a lot, but once you figure it out and you figured your niche, it's gonna get easier over time. So, but I want to show y'all this video, like, this video, and I already made the video, so y'all might see me later on. Oh, what's up, Only? How you doing? I made the video already, and 9 times out of 10, I have it dropping tonight. Well, no, not tonight, tomorrow. YouTube is tough. Yep, it is tough. Yep, but the reward is bigger. I can say that the reward is bigger. But I want to get into this video though.
Much.
Hold on, let me fix this for y'all so it can look a little bit more better.
Is realizing a lot of you guys should not get 100% disability from the military unless you've been in for 10 years plus. My father literally retired from the military after 26 years as a chief and a sniper. Literally. Now, like, yeah, that's doing something. Unless you did not get hurt fighting in a war or something, you shouldn't get 100% disability just for being in the military for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. What did you do? 5 years? Like, what did you do? Did you get hurt? Like, why are you getting that when there's people who've retired in the 2000s, the 90s, the 80s who did not get 100% disability? My father literally retired in 2005, and it took him like just a few years ago to get 100% disability, and that's ridiculous. Meanwhile, somebody who's my age, and I'm 27, they've been in for a year or two, and they get 100%. Bitch, you didn't do shit. Not to mention.
So I'm gonna answer your question, Robert, but I just want to throw this out here. I want to ask this question: how do y'all feel about what she's saying right now? I'm curious on how do y'all feel? You know, do you think that if a veteran serve a contract, do you feel like that veteran should get 100% permanent total? Even though they didn't get deployed, you know, they didn't do 10 years. I know she stated that if you got hurt, but it's a lot of circumstances with that question right there. She is wrong, right? I believe she's wrong. I believe she is wrong also. She is wrong also. I'm not gonna lie, guys. BC, some disability is subjective. Right. You can't like, say for instance, you've been overseas, but you didn't get hurt, but you come back with sinuses problems and everything. You know, real bad sinuses. Like, I was stationed in Korea. I didn't have sinuses when I left. Then when I came back, I had my nose was inflamed. I think it all depends on how you got 100%. Yeah. There's some scammers out there. You ain't lied, Dwayne. Pack Act. Yep. You got Agent Orange. You got a lot of stuff out there. But I definitely wanted to play this video. Back to you, Robert, though. You said, "What's my niche?" So it's military content, but it's not on the like disability side of things. So you do this VA disability content. It is, but it's more of, okay, how vidIQ try to place me. They try to place me as like disability fraud hunter, and I do make content about disability, of like veterans getting disability, and then you see some of my videos, it might be goofy, or it might be it got the stigma of a veteran bragging about disability, but it's more so of, you don't know what that veteran went through to get that disability. And they might be bragging because they might got denied so many times, and now, you know, they happy and they just wanted to share it, not realizing sharing on social media, you're not gonna get the full picture of what they actually went through. So you only seeing it and you like, oh my God, this person is a scammer. You know, so I don't know. That's the content that I make. The show light about the 100% disability. And then, you know, I would get on some fraud. You know, I got a video dropping tonight. What time it is? 10 o'clock is going to drop tonight at 10 o'clock. But that's more so of people that figured out ways how to scam the VA system. And they wasn't even in the military. It's crazy. So, but I got a quick question though, Robert. Are you planning on getting on TikTok? Well, not TikTok. Are you planning on getting on YouTube? Okay, I'm only on TikTok. I do VA claims live, Q&A, VA. Okay. HQ, my name. Okay, HQ. Let's see. Is it HQ, my name, just like that? Oh, my bad. I put the wrong. I pulled up diamond dots. I went to school. That's crazy. HQ. Oh, VA claims HQ. Oh, okay. Claims HQ. Let's see what you talking about. VH. Okay. Oh, I wait. Yeah, I seen you. Yeah, I was. You know what's funny? I was gonna react to one of your videos on everything. I swear to God, I was gonna react to one of your videos. Okay. Matter of fact, since we already got you up here.
Hey, if you're a veteran, you skip this video, you're missing on a golden freaking nugget I'm getting ready to give you guys. I never paid for a Nexus. I never paid for anything.
Facts.
I went from 0 to 100 by myself with this strategy. Secure messaging. My Healthy Vet. Message your doctors. Yes, when I wanted a Nexus, I did all the writing. So all my doctor had to do was say yes and add it. When he adds it, that's his signature at the bottom, and it goes right into your medical records, all the secure messages. So I would say something like, because my service connect to ankles, right? For example, and my knee was hurting, and I was like, doctor, blah, blah. My knees are hurting and I'm walking funny. They're giving out on me. I'm having pain. I feel like my range of motion's going down. Do you think that could be related, at least as likely as not? Remember that?
Yeah.
To my service connect ankle. Doctors, they're busy. If they see all that, they don't have to do any work. They don't have to fill out a form. You don't have to go through the uncomfortable thing of setting up an appointment and asking them. And as soon as he says yeah, or if he just put it in there, if you think so, can you add it to my chart? Bam! There's a nexus, free. You didn't even have to make an appointment. Again, there's other things you can talk.
Hey, so Robert, check this out. Where do you feel like veterans go wrong then? Like, because I know a lot of people that's quick to pay a third party company, and yeah, it might take you to put the legwork in and do everything on your own, and schedule the appointments and be on your provider ass. Excuse my language, but to be on your provider ass. But where do you feel like the veteran actually go wrong? Is it they rushing, or they just, of course they don't know, but that's why you got to educate yourself. But I'm just curious on that question. But until you answer, I'm going to play it back. Also, everybody that just joined the live, drop in the comment section below on which branch you served out of. Listen, I was in the Army. I did about 4 years in the Army. I was stationed, first duty station, I was stationed in South Korea, Camp Casey. And then I finished out my contract at Hunter Airfield. So, yeah, Army. Okay. Try connecting the wrong thing or something to them. Yeah. That's why I don't like giving advice, because for one, I don't know what they got in their medical records. So I don't want to just give them anything. Camp Stanley, oh man. Air Force, I think you told me that. Yeah, I don't be wanting to give them the wrong answers. But listen, it's so much information out there. All the veteran got to do is just really take their time and, just seek the information. Just seek the information. Let's finish though. I'm gonna finish playing what you was talking about. Let's see.
Topple on that. You can, like, anything that's wrong with you, your logs and all that stuff, put it in there. Like if you're hurting, your pain, you can just send, hey, to your doctor, hey, you don't have to read this, or this is just my log, so you're not like feel like you're bothering the doctor, because we don't want to do that, because he's doing us favors. So I'll make logs, weekly logs, and I'll wait for about a month, and I'll just add it and say, hey doctor, this is just my logs, no need to review. Bam. But what the thing is, I'm making my own medical evidence charts. I got thousands of pages where I read the CFR 38, the law. I went by that and used their language and all my logs. I used ChatGPT. Yes, I did. And that way it corrects me and goes in, makes my charts about what's really wrong with me. Not lying, not making up stuff, but really going over that. That secure message is a cheat code. Use it. They're not going to tell you this, but it's in your medical records.
That's facts though. Why you hate your voice, man? I mean, you got to think. You is you. You got people that's gonna resonate with you, just based off of what you're explaining. You are giving good info, man. I try. Sometimes I beat myself up, but I try. Anybody on here thinking about getting on YouTube? I think everybody should start a YouTube channel, no matter what you're trying to do. You just got to figure out the niche that you want to actually like indulge in, So drop in the comment section below if you're thinking about getting on YouTube. I know, Robert, I know you on TikTok, so you got to have a YouTube channel. You got to. Social media is where it's at. But meanwhile, everybody that just joined too, look, sign up to the newsletter link in the description below. If y'all have any videos that y'all want me to react to, any stories or anything, you can just easily send it to that newsletter link and I'll be able to react to it. I'm thinking about it because TikTok no money. Right. Listen, my wife told me to get on TikTok years, and that's the first platform I got on, and I seen some type of growth, and then I was like, oh, okay, let me see what YouTube was about. And I always wanted to do YouTube, but I was just nervous. I used to have a YouTube channel where I worked on motorcycles, but haven't uploaded a video on it. Man, listen, Dwayne, upload, man. You gotta upload the videos. It's gonna be hard, but at least just you do a video once a month if you could, or once a week, whenever you have the time to, because you never know who you can influence. You never know who might be looking at your channel and might be like, man, dang, you know. So that's why I'm on here, and then I'm getting more better on the camera. So like how you said, Robert, you don't like listening to your voice. Same here, but over time, like I said, consistency. You ain't even gonna pay attention to it. Marine Corps, okay, 1979, 1980. Okay. Man. Yeah, man. I say everybody should at least try it. You can't go wrong with trying it. But like I said, TikTok, I found that it was a little bit more difficult for me, even because I was getting on live, but I didn't like getting on live. And it's weird because I'm on live on YouTube, but hey, I just had to find my comfort zone. But let's see. Yeah. And Robert, I'm definitely gonna make some more videos, man. I'm gonna react to the video, your videos. One of your videos I'm gonna react to. Seems like you got a new mic. I can hear you better. Hey, listen, you want to hear something crazy? I was using this mic right here, and I just was like, it didn't sound right, and I stopped using it. And I just used my laptop. So it's 10 times better, way better. I ain't like hearing myself, and it was muffled and everything. But let's see what we got. When is a good mic? I'm gonna look into that. I got to, because I need my quality to sound a little bit more better. What did I want to show you guys? What did I want to show you guys today? We dropping. Okay. I think. Okay, I want to show y'all this, and I'm gonna end up clipping this video.
I remember when I was getting first.
I'm gonna end up clipping this video. I gotta add another video to that, but I'm gonna show y'all this.
First out of the military, I was.
Also, if y'all got any questions that I could answer, drop it in the comment section below.
21 years old. I was so scared. I was getting out of the military. I'm not gonna lie for it, man. I really was. I am the person that like makes rash decisions and stuff like that. But I will say everything worked out in God's favor, literally. I had joined the military because that's what I've been wanting to do forever. Like when I was in high school, I was an RTC. I love military, and I still do. I still love the military. Crazy. I'm not in no more. I've been out for really, it's been almost 5 years. That's crazy. But I'm willing to say, like, if you're nervous about getting out of the military, don't be. And I'm going to tell you why. So on the first of every month, it depends on what bank you have, but I have Bank of America, and they're slow with everything. I get a VA check every month. And mind you, I'm 25 years old now. 25, my VA check is $5,950.75. Yes, I'm not saying this to brag or nothing like that. I'm saying this because if you're scared about getting out of the military, or you've been essayed, the military is just too much for you, do what's best for you. And then on top of that check, I'm not saying this to brag or nothing like that either. I also am enrolled in college fully online. I don't go into a building or nothing like that. I get a school check of $975 a month. And I don't get the full 100% because I only serve 6% of my contract, so I get 6% of my GI Bill benefits, which is still enough for me. Mind you, guys, I have no bills, no debt, no nothing like that. I have my own business too, so I don't really touch my VA checks. I put them into another savings account at another bank, well, on my Bank of America. But yeah, so if you're scared about getting in the military, don't be. Just make sure while you're in, you're getting seen for everything that you need help done with. If your back is hurting, go. Don't hoo it out. Go to sick call. You have migraines, go to sick call. If you're depressed, go to behavioral health. Make sure you do what's best for you in the long run, because the military, when they put you out, you're just a number. That's it. And I am not saying scam them. I'm not saying none of that. If you don't have anything if the military has been good to you and you're not hurt, cool. No rating for you. But me, they put me through there. They took me through there, period. So I'm getting what I deserve, and you should too.
All right. How y'all feel about it? Listen, he got a video, right? Literally, he made this video. I want to say the next video. y'all gonna see, but he should use the VRNE and save GI Bill. That is facts. Yeah. Now, if he does that, right? He's only getting he's getting 60%. He's not getting the whole 100%. So will they still actually give him 100% using the VRNE, or because I'm using it, but I got 100%. So I don't know how that would actually work out, but let's see, guys. I want to show y'all this other video of him. And listen, this goes back on the video with the girl when she was like, I don't think if you did 3 years, well, under 10 years, if you didn't get hurt, she don't think that you deserve it's only 10%. Oh, okay, facts. But she was basically saying like she don't think, veterans deserve 100% PNC. So let's play the video.
So y'all, I'm back and I need to vent because why do older veterans be so mad at younger vets? Like, don't fight me. I'm just asking a question. And I'm asking this question like with no bad intentions. Like, I really just want to know, like, literally. So I went to the VA today, you guys, because, and mind you, the VA don't never do shit. They don't never do shit at all. Like, I went there, they said, oh, check your blood pressure, you're good, see you in 6 months. I'm like, am I going to get labs? Am I going to get anything done to see if I'm okay? Do I have diabetes? Like, check me out or something. Like, they don't do shit, first and foremost. So as I was walking out the VA and another veteran was walking in the VA, he was basically asking me, he was like, how old are you? You don't even like you're old enough to be a veteran and all that. Mind you, I'm taking it as a compliment until he was like, y'all just scamming the system. And I was like, you know what? Let me just keep walking because I'm not going to have altercation with another veteran because I respect you for your service and all that too. But don't respect me because you think I'm young. Like, I don't like that. So I really just want to know, because why do older veterans, like not all of them, but majority of like the ones that did 20 years, why do
Hey, did any of y'all experience that with older vets? I never experienced it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I know it's veterans out there that probably look at younger veterans like, oh yeah, he's a shit bag, or he's getting over of the government, he's taking advantage. But I'm just curious, did anybody, that's viewing this video right now experience that with the older veterans? Because every older veteran I met was, they was chill, they was cool. But I never ran into a situation like that. Curious. Everybody that just joined the live, also drop below the branch that you serve, and also guys, sign up to the newsletter link. If you got any videos, any stories that y'all want me to react to, but it gotta be military stories. It gotta be in that type of realm, because I can't just react to anything on YouTube. It's gonna throw off my algorithm. So any stories, any fraud stories to be exact, with the VA system and stuff like that, those type of stories, send it to my newsletter link. But I'm gonna let them finish.
Y'all be so mad because us younger vets don't want to do the 20 years and we just want to go in, do our job, and if we get hurt, we got a disability. If we don't, we don't. Like, why do you get mad about that? I feel like if you serve and you got injured, like you got MST, assaulted, essayed, anything like that, you deserve a rating. You definitely do, because I know me, like, it's a constant battle for me to get up out the bed and actually go and function. Like, literally, this is like the 4th VA appointment that I missed because I don't want to go and be surrounded by people. Like, I don't know. Like, I just feel like a lot of veterans don't really, they see you haven't deployed, they see you haven't done none of this, and they feel like you're not worthy or deserving of a rating, when in all reality, you are, because I'm not going to explain, but why do y'all do that? So y'all.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. How y'all feel about it? Let me know in the comment sections on how y'all feel about it. I'm going to try to pull up this other video that I want y'all to see also. I'm gonna try to spend like an hour on here with you guys and, you know, just chop it up. But yeah, how y'all feel about it, Vex? How y'all feel? Let me know. How y'all feel? Give me 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. All right, hold on. I'm gonna end up switching it, guys. I think he's right. It happens, but it's small. Right. Facts. Hold on. I'm gonna end up switching the layout and everything, guys. Here. Let's see. Boom. 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 Let's see it. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Boom. Let me see it. 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. I'm still learning this. I'm still learning. Hold on, guys. Share this tab instead. There we go. Boom. All right, guys. Now look, we on the money now. I need y'all in the comment section for real. I know y'all probably didn't want to see that type of content. Y'all didn't want to see that. Y'all want to know what is going on with the fraudsters out there. All right. I'm gonna get into the video now.
And is accused of stealing a veteran's identity and using it for decades.
He allegedly got thousands of dollars in Social Security benefits not meant for him. Kumi Tucker has been going through the court documents on this, and she joins us here in the studio with the new details she has uncovered. Kumi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Sabrina and Mark. Well, James Summers is accused of pretending to be an actual U.S. Army veteran, and investigators say he also got almost $30,000 in medical care and medicine from different VA medical centers. The pictures have changed over the years, various photos from IDs, but officials say the identity theft continued throughout, as prosecutors say James Summers, age unknown, was pretending to be a U.S. Army veteran, a man who actually served honorably from 1979 to 1982. According to the U.S. Attorney's Office in Massachusetts, Summers used the stolen identity to live in veterans' transitional housing in Pittsfield because he wanted to be close to other veterans. We got a look at an affidavit from a special agent with the VA Office of Inspector General dated last week. According to the document, Summers has convictions in New York State as far back as 1990. Charges include criminal possession of stolen property, drugs, forgery, identity theft, and grand larceny. Investigators say Summers became the victim to get medical care and medications at VA centers in New York and Massachusetts, as well as Social Security. On August 19, 2025, he met with a program specialist named Lamari Johnson to contact the Social Security Administration, which confirmed that he is receiving $1,173 per month in supplemental security income. Summers was arrested Thursday in Pittsfield and is charged with 1 count of false statements. He faces up to 5 years in prison if convicted. Now, this must have been a nightmare, as you can imagine, for the real veteran who has been living in Florida How he discovered something was wrong, that's coming up new at 5:30. And then at 6, new surveillance pictures of what investigators say he's been doing recently in the Pittsfield area. Mark and Sabrina.
All right, guys, 30 years he was scamming. 30 years getting over using false identity, and was reaping the benefits of another veteran living in transitional assisted homes through the VA. Guys, how y'all feel about this? How y'all feel about this exact video right here? I already made the video. I think this is the video that is dropping tonight. I already made the video, but I wanted to bring it up on live. I wanted to talk about it. Right. Listen, it's crazy. 30 years, and I'm just trying to figure out how he was able to even, and granted, he used somebody's identity. I understand that, but still, 30 years, and he had a track record. He wasn't new to this. He was true to this. He been doing this. Yeah. He been doing this. I always wonder how people, right, and be able to get money out of it. Because if, like, you would think you would have to have some type of social security number also, and stuff like that, but I don't think I don't recall them even saying anything about social security number. I don't think he had the guy's social security number. It's just faking IDs and stuff like that. But man, it's crazy out here, y'all. It get crazy out here. It get crazy out here. I got one more video, and I might stay on. I might hop back on. I don't know yet. I don't know. I got one more video that I want to show you guys, and y'all think that's nothing compared to what this man did. What this man did right here, listen, you'll be like, yo, that's messed up. Hold on. I'm gonna switch it real quick for you guys. I gotta come up with a name for my subscribers, y'all. Give me a name to come up with. Have you done space age travel since you've been out? Nah, I heard all right things about it, but not really. No, I never. Right. But this next video though, it's nothing. This video is way worse compared to that video. I'm gonna be honest with you. A name for what? For my subscribers. I'm thinking of like Battle Buddy. I don't know. Battle Buddies. I don't know if that's corny. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Battle Buddies 2.0, or that I can actually implement in every video that I make. So I'm thinking about Battle Buddy. I don't know. Something, a little catchphrase or something I can say. And as you know, my subscribers, y'all can resonate. But let's get into this video right
Looking to sell your house as is without the hassle of costly repairs or realtor fees? Then listen up.
And this is a once-in-a-generation type of fraud.
Now listen, pay close attention, because it's going to get wicked.
What the defendant in this case did was a truly heinous series of actions.
In federal court Thursday afternoon, a judge sentenced Brian Ditch to 156 months after pleading guilty in the fall.
I was totally shocked that any human could do this.
His own mother, Kathy Lawson, in disbelief, trying to understand how her son could do a horrific crime against her brother, Thomas Clubb.
No man deserves to be treated the way my brother was by his nephew and be treated as trash. the way my brother was treated.
Instead of using veteran and disability benefits to take care of his Uncle Thomas Clubb, who was an Army veteran and quadriplegic, prosecutors say ditched abuse, neglected, and even imprisoned his uncle.
He was a good man. He was in the service. He was hurt in a car wreck in Germany. He was just right before he turned 19 years old.
Prosecutors believe Clubb died in 2019 and his nephew hid his body in a shed behind the home. After his death, Ditch continued collecting federal benefits, using money to buy exotic reptiles and fun, lavish trips.
They found my brother's body wrapped up in trash bags, stuffed into a trash can.
In court, Ditch's attorney told the judge he was remorseful. Yet Ditch's mom doesn't think 13 years is long enough.
I was wanting life, and I still think he should get life. And I think he should suffer 10 times worse than my brother suffered while he was being taken care of by Brian. And I think he should suffer twice as many years as my brother suffered before he died.
Okay, if you're still getting...
All right, and that's 13 years. 13 years is all he got for that crime. We don't know if he killed his uncle. We don't know none of that. But 13 years that he got based off of committing VA fraud, he got 13 years. The other guy that was committing fraud for over 30 years got 5 years. So I guess the VA fraud is not that serious, because a situation like that, I ain't gonna lie, he should have got life. This guy should have got life. Just off of the fact they said he probably died in 2019 and we're in 2026. This news report was in 2026 this year. So yeah, y'all do the math. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Hold on, guys. 1 second. 1 second. I had to stop sharing that with y'all. And I'm gonna share my TikTok back with you guys. Share the screen. Yep. Man, how y'all feel about the video though? How y'all feel about it? How y'all feel about it? Okay. Let's see. And I'm gonna get back on his channel. I want to see what he was talking about.
Oh, gift and a curse. 90%. I feel for you guys. So I tell you guys, if that's something we really want to get into, I want to help my 90%ers out so much more, but you guys are so scary too. You guys are so scary at the exact same time. You hear about poking the bear. Oh, I'm going to be happy with my 90%. You're so close, but so far away. Unfortunate.
You think so?
I've been so blessed. I'm 7 and 2W with the VA. Got my TDIU and had to follow pill. Read me, Retmo.
Okay, I see what
I'm glad that you're at your TDIU. I started out.
That's probably
TDIU.
why.
I made it to 80%. And then 80% TDIU.
Well, you saying
my horrible CMP exam.
His uncle didn't pass away.
To 100%.
He probably would have got a lesser sentence.
Killian, VA denied my knee claims despite positive CMP. Yeah, they'll do that. They'll do that. They'll tell you that it's not in the records when it truly is. They'll tell you that you didn't prove your claim enough when you truly did. They'll tell you that their nurse practitioner outweighs your doctor's PhD information when you give them your nexus letter compared to their nexus letter. They'll tell you that their nurse practitioner's nexus letter outweighs your doctor's nexus letter. Welcome to the show. All you can do is persevere. Just keep swimming. What is that? Just keep swimming. That's all you can do. Just keep swimming.
You ran out of things.
I'm so glad to hear when brothers and sisters get that back pay. That's always a blessing. That is always a blessing, because
Dwayne, did you run out of things to be able to do a secondary for? TDIU. I mean, it's gonna limit you, but hey, if you feel like that's best, then take it. But if you can figure out what to link it, if of course legally, the right way, no fraud, no fraud. Then I would try to see what could I actually claim, or what could I get an increase on. But like I said, I don't know. I know a little, but I don't try to get on like how I'm watching him, my boy. I can't tell you everything. I ain't gonna sit, because I ain't gonna sit here and lie. The 38 CFR, it's a lot of information in there. And me personally, reading is cool. I like to read here and there, but not like that. That's too many words, man. I like making content. But not that. No, Yeah, it's also my option so far. I looked in the secondaries, but nothing more to claim. Okay. Man. Same like as the other guy. If you do got any questions, I will hit him up. D Help Vets. He's a good person. Me and him, we chopped it up before a talk. And it's another lady that I mess with. Her Vets voice, she's a real good one. Both of them good. And if you do go to either one of them, just let them know that Mr. 2.0. I don't go by that name. Now you listen, y'all don't know me on here by Mr. 2.0. Y'all know me as Mike Make Me Laugh, which I end up changing my name to Mike Vet 2.0 because I needed to resonate with my channel. Mike Make Me Laugh, it doesn't resonate with my channel at all. So that's why I changed my name. When I'm TDIU, I can still make claims to try to get out. Yep. You sure could. Yep. So if that's the way that you're trying to go, then I will go that way and still put claims in. But because you at TDIU, so you already know, like, well, you can't risk it unless you was already at 100, like literally at 100%. Then it's totally different. Like how you was saying, poke the bear. But you be good once you. It's something probably it's something that you probably got in your medical records that you probably could claim. It's just over your head right now. I haven't worked since. Yeah, so you'll be able to get it. My advice: if you TDIU, leave it alone. You paid at 100% rate. You ask risk for reduction when you. I mean, if he got more things to claim at 90%, and he do go TDIU, he's not gonna he's not risking it because he's not actually at 100%, if that makes sense. So I mean, least worst case scenario, they just put him at 90 again. But he's not. If he go TDIU, he'd be all right. To still put in claims just so he could actually get 100%. But it's just all how you go about it, and it's all what you got in your medical records. So, because you don't want to be TDIU for too long, and then when it's TDI, when you stay TDIU, it start messing with working and stuff like that. Where say, for instance, if you did want another job, or if you want to work later on down the line, if you gotta work, if you want to pick up a side job, it's stuff like that. If I'm 100% scheduler, I can get money taken off my property taxes. Right. And then TDIU, it's just temporarily. It's temporarily. You'll be straight. You're gonna be straight, Dwayne. You just gotta look at that medical record. You gotta see what's in there. It's something in there. If you at 90, listen, 90 is that tough spot. Man, what's his name? Did a video on that. I don't think did y'all didn't even watch. Y'all didn't watch. Y'all don't be watching the Civ Div. Y'all don't watch the Civ Div. Hold on. Y'all don't watch the Civ Div. He just literally made a video on that. And I'm gonna let y'all. I'm glad we bringing this topic up. Stop sharing. And I want to share. Okay, this is there. Separate you. So we back right there. Okay. Civ deal. All right, let's see. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. Boom, 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 boom. Man, we've been on 55 minutes, y'all. All right, so hold on, excuse me. Separate. All right. Share screen. Boom. 90. Boom. All right. Switch with Dwayne. Switch you. I ain't gonna say you recommend, but since we already right here, might as well watch it, right? Might as well.
% can be the worst VA disability rating for a lot of veterans. And sure, you'll receive a little less than $2,400 each month.
Give me like 1 second. I'm gonna get me a bottle of water
right now.
1 second. I'm gonna get the camera on.
Single, it's $23.62.30, and obviously with dependents, that's going to increase. And so, sure, there's the money there. But you're definitely missing those juicy benefits at 100% PNT, like Chapter 35, Champ VA, Dental, and a ton of others. And I'm going to talk about the difference between what a good 90 is, meaning you're in a position to reach 100% PNT, or what a bad 90 is, which I would say is so close yet so far away. All right. And most importantly, once you understand a good 90 and a bad 90, then I'm going to tell you how to get properly rated using what I call the 5-step process. Yes, it does work. I've been live with veterans going through the 5 steps before, and it works every single time. And it worked because evidence works. All right. So here we go. This is our DAV calculator. I'm going to show you what a bad 90 is. Let's say you're rated for 50% mental health. I'm just going to make this up. 50% for sleep apnea. You have 10% for tinnitus, because who doesn't, right? Let's say you have 30% for IBS. That's at 85. There we go, 90%. You are at a hard 85%, rounded to 90. This is what I call a bad 90. So even if you were to get a big ticket claim item, let's say migraines at 50%, which by the way is no walk in the park either, that would push you to 93, right? And asking for 50% is quite a lot on the VA disability scale, all right? And so how many 10s would it take you to get to 90? Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10% to get to 90. That's without a bilateral factor. And so you can see if you're at a bad 90, although you're close, 90% is close to 100%, but that I would say 89% and 85, that below 90, is going to be your bad 90 because you're so close yet so far away. You're going to have a big ticket item, maybe increase that mental health to 70. That would put you in the good 90 range. And then all of a sudden you get another 50% for migraines, and bada bing, bada boom, that's 100%.
Oh man, you said you had a bad 90. You had a bad 90. So look, did you go, and like I said, not a claim, a specialist or whatnot, but did you ever go for like an increase on your highest claim? And you ain't gotta put your claims in here. I don't gotta put y'all claims in here. But I'm gonna tell you what a old vet told me is to focus on my highest claim. Focus on my highest claim. Then once you focus on your highest claim, everything else, you could, try to get secondaries and pivot from, the secondaries on, so on and so on. So 87 though, you probably got something in there though. You just, probably haven't really looked at it. What's up? What's up? What's up? Beautiful, unique, and marvelous. Man, but yeah, Dwayne, you in a good. Okay, I had 50% for PTSD, so I'm gonna work. Hey, that right there, definitely. That's one of your highest claim. Definitely 50%. If you can get that 70, it's gonna probably push you right at 93, 94. Remember, VA math, and he's using the calculator. So remember, VA math is tricky. If you use that calculator and if you put that 70% in versus 50% for PTSD, you're gonna get your answer. And then you're gonna know what else to work on, So even if you got that 70 and it puts you like right at 93, 94, you just need 10% more. And then you'll be at 95, and then you'll, have 100%. But it's tricky. It's tricky. Right. That's facts. I always keep fighting if you know. Right. I wouldn't stop. I'm gonna tell you this. I stopped right at 60%, and I thought 60% was all right. I was like, man, I got migraines, so they, real bad migraines. And I'm like, well, that's cool with me. Then I had other problems like anxiety and, knee problems and stuff, back problems. And out of nowhere, I end up like, because I got sinuses, like I told you earlier, I end up going for my sinuses, and they gave me 30% for my sinuses. Mind you, only way that I end up finding out that I had sinuses is I put in a test for I want to say sleep apnea, and I failed it. Mind you, I joined the military at 18, and at 18, I didn't have no sleep problems, or I didn't have no my nose wasn't like constantly stuffy. I didn't have none of that. So my first duty station, like I said, guys, it was South Korea, Camp Casey. And ever since then, I've been dealing with nose. My nose been stuffy ever since then. I don't know if it was the pollen out there. I don't know if it was the air. I don't listen. The altitude. I don't know. But you probably got something, Dwayne. You just, I got that 50%. I just work on it. And then look, I'm gonna tell you another thing, Dwayne. You said you haven't been working, right? Have you told your provider? Well, have you told your psychologist that? Because if you haven't, that's something that you're leaving out. If you tell your psychologist everything as far as what you're not working, if you can't hold down a job, you're gonna be able to look at that denial letter, that letter that you get, is gonna tell you how to get to 70% or how to get to 100%. Facts. Raider HQ, listen, facts. So it's all what you know. And if you got the time to actually, sit there and do the research, and all you gotta do is do the research. One person that I actually recommend, like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all guys. Everybody on this platform, it was only 2 people like on YouTube that I used to look at to find out information. One was Combat Craig, He ended up passing away. And it was another guy, Kimbrel. It was a Kimbrel. I can't think of his actual YouTube channel, but I think it's Kimbrel or Kimberly. But he was a good one also. He was a good one. Dwayne Kimball. Yup. Yeah. Yup. Y'all guys see, look, y'all own it. Own it. You just gotta just stay consistent with it, because with all these new, Dwayne Kimball, with all these new laws changing and stuff, y'all don't wanna wait too long to put in claims, and then they get rid of certain things, But I see the name change. Now you know your day one. Facts. Listen, I had to change the name. If I didn't change the name, think about it. My niche is military content when I get on here. So it was might make me laugh. I love the name. But at the same time, I had to think like, okay, it gotta make sense. Like, and I'm not telling no jokes. I'm not sitting here telling y'all no jokes. I'm not doing none of that. So I had to change it. I had to change it. But man, I'm glad you see that, man. I'm glad y'all see that, man. Anybody got any questions though? Any questions? Any questions? The new name fits. So yep. Thank you. I watched them all to get my listen. That's the way to go. Instead of you paying a third party company, instead of you paying somebody to do something for you and you can do it yourself. Not saying it's bad, but at the same time, me personally, I'd rather figure it out. And even if it take me a year or two, like I had this one guy, he tried to charge me $1,200 for a Nexus letter. And on top of that, he said every doctor I send you to, you're gonna have to pay them $100. Once he told me every doctor he sent me to, I was like, nah, that don't make nope. That sound like it's a scam. I ain't and it could have been legit, but I wasn't going for it. I ain't feel safe with it. And then I just was like, I'm gonna figure it out on my own. And that's when I stumbled across Combat Craig. And then, man, my story crazy, man. I was doing Uber and I met a veteran and he told me to actually figure out my highest claim. Once you figure out your highest claim, then you'll be able to go from there. Like, so for instance, in Dwayne's situation, he had 50%. Get an increase on mental health to get a 70% rating, and then it's gonna boost your score up even just a little bit more, So you'll have a better chance to get to 100%. But man, been on here an hour, man. Y'all, what y'all want to watch? Let me know what y'all want to watch. Y'all want to finish watching the Civ Dib, or y'all want to watch some fraud stuff? VA disability fraud. What y'all want to watch? I gotta talk to me. Let me know. Everybody that just joined, listen, drop the branch that y'all served in. And not only that, sign up to the newsletter link in the description below. And when you sign up to the newsletter link, you'll be able to send me videos to react to, but it got to be military content. Will I start to travel outside the US? That's a good question. I would travel, but how my wife set up, she ain't going for it. She ain't going. Listen, the guy that I showed on, I don't know if he was here, but the guy that was on TikTok, he's in Thailand. The guy that he was just talking that I had, and he was talking about ratings and everything. He's in Thailand right now, and he was telling me how it was out there, how it was out there in Thailand. And I thought about it, but my wife was like, "Nah, she ain't trying to deal with no tsunami or nothing like that." So, yeah, And I got 3 kids, so she thinking about that. Grandparents, you know, seeing them. And we a whole day away in a whole nother country. But what about yourself? Is you planning on traveling outside the country? Curious. Shoot, have you been outside the country is the question. Family first. Facts. 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 Yeah. Have y'all been outside the country though? Let me see something real quick, guys. See how this doing. Okay, 1 VPH, gotcha. It's trying to catch. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's play some more to answer your early question.
Right. So now that's a bad 99. No.
My bad. Hold on, guys. My daughter said, hey, and she said, y'all guys subscribe. My bad, y'all. My bad. I was answering to my oldest. But you said I plan on posting videos again once I leave the country. Man, post the videos. Look, YouTube is a good platform to start with. Well, any platform is a good platform to start with. You just got to be consistent with it. Facts. Hey, man. Hey. You said you just started watching my shorts and got hooked. Keep up the good work. Man, thanks. 3 years while in the Air Force in Brazil for 2 years after I got out. Man, I know Brazil. Oh my God. Well, Italy and Brazil. Man, I know you had a ball out there. I know you was having fun. I know you was. But now, guys, what you plan on like making content about? You ever thought about that? Man, what? He really, hey, listen, Italy and Brazil. Man, listen, man. Man. Yeah, that was crazy. Listen, my first duty station was Camp Casey. Man, I hated it the first 3 months. Then, you know, I fell in love with it. It was cool, bittersweet. I check. But guys, any of y'all plan on making any type of content? I want to know that. I really do. Like, I want to know, are y'all planning on making any type of content? I know Dwayne earlier said he, you know, plan on making. Well, you didn't say you plan on making motorcycle videos. You said you made some videos. I don't know. The It Consultant. What type of content are you planning on making? And it's 17 people in here, man. We've been on live for an hour and 13 minutes and 53 seconds. Guys, for the ones that just came in, drop your branch that you served in the comment section below. I think I'm gonna end up playing one more video. Yeah, I think it's just going more towards AI content now. Be careful with that AI though, because I think they I be watching Think Media. So Think Media be breaking down, like, because I I wanted to make an AI channel, but Think Media be breaking it down though. Rabbit the squirrel, rabbit. Okay, rabbit squirrel girl. All right, hold on. Let's see some. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on, guys. Let's see the shoe. I'm trying to see. Let's see. It got your actual photo on there. Hold on. It depends. It depends. Right. You gotta post every day, yep, to stand out. You know, once you get beyond 5K subscribers, YouTube let people. Nah, I ain't gonna say that. I just think whatever you post, like I ain't gonna lie, I've been doing YouTube since November, and I caught traction. Now my page might say a little over that, like in March, but I really was consistent in November. I ain't make no military content in March. I started in November making military content. But I feel like if you know, I feel like once you just post, YouTube is gonna push you out though. You started yours in August. How many subscribers you got? By AI, I mean if people had questions about it, if people want insight on certain programs or something. Oh, that's what type of content that you was gonna make? Oh, 12.5. Oh, so you good then. You you good then. Shoot. You just do you post every day? Hold on, let me see. Okay, I see. I see. I see. Hold on, y'all. Okay, not bragging. He said not bragging. Hey. Hey, hold on, guys. Hold on. And this is what is all we gotta bring each other up also, guys. Dwayne, you gotta because I don't know, I ain't see a picture in there. One moment. Let me see. Hold on. Share this tab. Oh no, I'm sharing the wrong tab. All right, I'm sharing the wrong tab. One second, y'all. Hold on. Let's see. Share screen right here. You don't get on live, do you? Raider HQ.
You should get life insurance because you never know. My dad has never been in better shape. Lost weight, exercising every day, and he had a stroke and passed away. But he did an incredible thing for my family. he had a life insurance policy. Ethos.com. In 10 minutes,
And
you
one more-
can be covered with life insurance. No medical exam, no blood test. 10 minutes, you're covered.
Hello and welcome to Raider HQ After Dark. I'm your host, Raider. I know there's been a lot of concerns about the VA's internal decision to utilize the BI program to review private DBQs, and the VA is not good at communicating kind of what the scope, premise, or anything that they do externally. They don't.
Hold on. All you got to do is just start. Derek.
Hell, they don't even explain well internally. But there's been a lot of concern about this. So I thought I'd do another video just talking about, let's say that the worst case scenario happens to you. What can you do to kind of prepare for it if you are somebody who completed a private DBQ, and let's say that you're not being, that you were honest, truthful, and upfront. However, the provider that you went to, for whatever reason, they got flagged, which essentially got you flagged. So what are some of the things, just kind of looking forward and predicting how things might go? What are some things that you as the veteran could start doing to prepare for that hopefully unlikely scenario? So that's what we're going to be talking about today in this video. Now, this is just going to be off the top of my head based upon, because there's so many different variables to claims and to evidence. So I'm going to speak in generalities. Now, some of you might agree with what I say, some of you don't, but when you have to be this general, then, you're not going to catch everybody's situation. So the first thing that I think that veterans should do, and a lot of YouTubers have already said this, is make sure that whatever facts that were found or established in the private DBQ are further mentioned, explained, or that type of care is continued in your current treatment. When the human individual reviews those private DBQs, if and when this happens, when it gets engaged, they're going to be looking for consistency. Even if what is said in the private DBQ seems illogical or medically conflicting to some degree, as long as that particular fact pattern is consistent, that's not going to be out of the ordinary. If it, because a lot of the people that are reviewing these things are not medical people. So at first glance, that might seem like, oh, this is completely outside of the boundaries of reality to the individual who's reviewing it because they're non-medical. But if you have multiple doctors saying something, that's where the probative value of the evidence starts climbing and rising to the point of, okay, I might not agree with it, but it is consistent and this will not get me a quality error. That's how a lot of raiders tend to think about things. And that's what's going to happen. So we can't control what the BI program does, what it does flag, what it doesn't flag. But what we can control is the evidence, right? If we're consistent with our treatments, if we're consistent with our medications and whatnot, that at least the evidence that's in the private DBQ, as long as we're consistent with that, then you're fine, right? Now, the second thing that I think would be very beneficial for the veteran to do is, let's say that they do pull the private DBQ and then the actual reviewer agrees that there's something wrong with it. At that point in time, you get due process. So they would give you a hearing, they would do a adverse action proposal to you, a rating decision, at which point in time they have to explain why they're going to take a negative action towards you. Like, we don't, we think that that's fraud, we're going to sever that. Okay. So in the very, very unlikely event that that should happen to you, the thing that I personally would suggest is that, number one, you take no actions the first day you get that form. Okay, you just put it in the freezer, you just let it sit there for a day. You don't look at it, you don't touch it, you don't think about it, and you come back to it whenever you're thinking less emotionally and more clearly. Then I want you to read it, okay? And what you're looking for is, what is the part about the private DBQ that they took issue with? What was it that was fraudulent, okay? Because adverse actions can be, like proposed adverse actions, can be overcome with new evidence. So if they think that medically something was not accurate and they're going to either reduce you or sever something, then what I would do is not go back to the actual private DBQ provider and try to have them fix it. I might go to a different doctor and say, hey, look, this is what was found on my on my private DBQ in my records. Can you please attest to this, and have a different doctor do that? Because that can be seen as new and unbiased information. And once again, we come back to the probative value. So the probative value of having the original provider, if there's thought to be fraud, then that provider fixing it doesn't really help with that whole fraud type bias or perception. But having a different provider who might not be associated with the same.
Did you send those applications?
Automations, they take care of all of my repetitive tasks. I love them.
Company, the same firm, the same whatever, having them review the evidence and do a very detailed evidentiary review, that, and then if they can come to the same.
Raider HQ, how long you been doing YouTube? Ooh wee. Oh, okay. Man, yeah, we gotta get you. Oh man, since August. What about Dwayne? What about y'all? What about you, Dwayne? How long you was doing YouTube? Man, you was grinding it out to get to 12K. What did you actually do? And you got good content also. I was looking at it. You might can't see me because I'm on StreamYard, but yeah. Hold on. Yeah, I'm curious though, Raider HQ. Yeah, you was grinding it out. 12K. Yeah, man. Man. Right. See, listen, man, you ain't see. That's why I didn't want to do a faceless channel, but for your niche, I mean, you good. Like, you just gotta stay at it. But I get what you're saying though. Speaking on like topics like this, people definitely would want to put a face to it, especially if you was trying to, I guess, go the route of actually helping veterans. Hold on 1 second, y'all. 1 second. Raider HQ. Yo, but your video doing numbers though. You think so? I'm just not. Look, I'm new to this live stream. I've been my second or third video. So look, I don't get on live, but I think I'm gonna start more often. I probably try to get on here, and I ain't gonna promise, but I want to get on here at least once a week or once, twice a week or whatnot. Dwayne was the one who told me about getting My DX code sheet. Oh, for real? Wait, a DX code sheet. What is that? You gotta let everybody in the chat know. Thumbnails and live streams bring in many people. But is it the same as long form though? You know what I'm saying? Like as in like the retention, like is do you feel like monetizing wise, is it better on live stream or is it better far as long form videos that you see? Because I'm still like I'm at 871, so I don't know. Code sheet is a VA internal form. Okay, it's paired with the rating. Oh, okay. I see. I never knew that. Never knew that. Never knew that. Unless if you showed me, I probably did, but I never knew the lingo. Never knew the lingo. You make about 4x as much for live streams, to be honest. Dang. Well, you finna have me on live then, baby. Wait, so okay, on your videos, you don't go live at all? Even though you're a faceless channel, you don't go live? Okay. You see traction though, as if you are watch live streams for as long as they go, but normal videos. What? so you okay. Man, see, I'm the opposite. See, I'm just the lives. I look watching a person live stream, and I know it's 2026, but I can't do it for so long. Like I'd rather watch like a 30-minute show or like a video, YouTube video or something versus being on somebody live. Unless I take it back on TikTok. A fun interactive. Man, yeah, I gotta start getting on here then. I gotta start getting on here. Man. Cause I be seeing people that I love being interactive. Man, I need to take notes from both of you guys. You at 7K. I know you say you don't post like that no more, but still it's a big jump. And Raider HQ at 12. So I'm trying to figure this out. So yeah. But okay. So live is where it's at. I gotta get on live 24/7 then. It's also not about the numbers of subs, but the number of views. Okay. So break that down though. Like when you say number of views, granted, a lot of people that watch your videos, but depending on like if you already in the monetization stage, so it doesn't matter really. As long as you get the views, that's all that matter. It makes sense. Okay. We got 13 people in here. Anybody that's brand new. I think we got one more video. Now you got good content though. Your content is good. What made you? It's also not about the numbers. Okay, I read that already. What made you start a faceless channel? That's my question. Radar HQ. Yeah, numbers of views is just as important as number of subs. Right. That's what I thought. I thought it got to go hand in hand. Okay. Let's see. Hold on, guys. Let's see. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. Oh man. Hold on, guys. I recently retired though to train my peers at the VA on how to rate claims. Okay. So wait. So okay, that's why you went faceless. Stop sharing. You gonna share another screen. Hold on, guys.
Weird is happening in the housing market, and no one's talking about it. I can buy your house fast and
The story of an audacious fraud. He said that after serving his country in the military, he could no longer use his hands or his feet. He couldn't even get out of bed to work. He collected well over $1 million in disability checks.
God.
So what was he doing going roller skating and bungee jumping? And what did he say when he got caught? Here's ABC's David Wright.
They say before you judge someone, walk a mile in their shoes.
I'm numb right now. I deal with tremors constantly.
Or in Dennis Paulson's case, run a 10K.
He lived a very active lifestyle.
All the while claiming that he was too sick to work.
Not only too sick to work, but too sick to get out of bed most days.
Is it possible to be completely disabled one day and fully active the next? That's the million-dollar question, and then some.
He lived a life that changed depending on who he was around. So when he was around doctors and people that were able to provide him benefits, he gave the impression that he was wheelchair bound.
There's Paulson arriving at the VA for a checkup in his wheelchair, but other times on his feet. He appears to be walking just fine. Authorities.
How? You say 20. How? And you say I'm not trying to make money. Okay. I mean, as long as you putting out the content for your benefit to help other people, that's all that matters. Just add revenue. Man, that it depends on the type of content that they making, right? And this is my first time seeing this video. That's wow, yo. It's wow. It's not military content, is it? Raider HQ. Let's see.
He's decided to take a closer look at Paulson.
They're very hard cases to develop.
That's how investigator Paul Lee got on the case.
Your father.
Wait a minute. You said veteran community content can make that much just off ads. Not a lot. So what is the subscriber count that they got? I know you said it's not based off of subscribers. It's based off of views, right? It's interesting. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't really pay. It's not subscribers, it's views. Got you. Okay. You learn something new every day. I just thought, once you hit 1,000 subscribers, but okay. All right. Typically 10K. Okay. I've seen veterans with major depression unable because depression was. Oh, I was finna say 100 subs. Boy, I already got that. They were able to walk, experience it myself. Okay, Michael. Highly variable though, depending on the race. Okay. Man, I'm learning something new on this live, man.
Yes, just take out a camera, start filming him as he's shooting pool.
Shooting pool, harmless enough, right?
I mean, is it possible that maybe the symptoms come and go?
He's being paid for 100% loss of use of hands and 100% loss of use of feet.
What that was,
So the fact that he's walking at all is a sign that
That's consistent with what he had claimed to the VA for his benefit.
The VA doles out $60 billion a year in disability benefits, mostly to veterans wounded in the line of duty. The vast majority of veterans are entitled to those benefits, but complaints of fraud have nearly tripled over the past decade.
How common is a case like this?
All too common, unfortunately.
Like the North Carolina postal worker, whose workman's comp claim was undone by an appearance on The Price is Right. Or the New York City bus driver, who claimed she couldn't drive because of a shoulder injury, caught pounding the drums at a gig. What makes Paulson's case unusual is that he got away with it for years. By the time the VA finally caught up with him, he'd been scamming the system for 20 years.
By the time he was caught, he defrauded.
Hey, so I'm curious. Did he get jail time? Did he get jail time and did he have to pay like restitution or something? This is my first time seeing this video. It's first time seeing this video. This man walking, this man is crazy. Man.
Defrauded more than $1.6 million from the government. Checks that he actually got that he should not have.
1.6 million?
1.6 million.
The biggest piece of evidence against him didn't actually come from surveillance. It came from his then wife's blog.
One thing,
he was getting more than 100%.
in your line of work, is this a smoking gun?
Yes.
I'm David Wright. Nice to meet you. Even after he was caught and convicted, Dennis Paulson agreed to sit down with Nightline while under house arrest to tell his side of the story.
What do you say to the people who see these pictures, who watch those videos and say, this guy is a faker?
I'm not faking anything. I'm trying to fight this disease and try to get some kind of enjoyment out of life when I can.
He says it all started back in 1990. After serving just 2 years in the Navy, he says he started getting symptoms.
I couldn't feel the left side of my face and I was having chest pains. And I was 19 and I'm like, oh my God, am I having a heart attack?
He went to Bethesda Naval Hospital and the doctors had bad news.
They gave me a probable diagnosis of MS.
A probable diagnosis?
Probable diagnosis.
What does that mean?
You might have MS.
Paulson got a second opinion at the National Institutes of Health.
Within 5 minutes of him looking at the results of the Navy, he goes, you definitely have MS.
It was his ticket out of the Navy, a medical retirement, entitling him to 30% of his wages for life, no questions asked. But according to prosecutors, Paulson did ask questions.
He also researched on the internet the symptoms, and so he knew what to say to the doctors when he went in.
The way the system works, the more disabled you are, the
Man, this man was bad, y'all.
you need more. MS is a degenerative disease affecting the central nervous system. The symptoms tend to get worse over time. And as they do, Paulson would be entitled to more and more benefits.
Hold on, before you pay for yet another app to manage your team, let me introduce you to Connect Team, the one platform that replaces.
From 1997 on, Paulson convinced the VA he was 100% disabled, unable to use his hands or feet, unable to work, unable to.
So this man was playing the role for a long time, y'all. This man, he got 1.6 million out of the VA. Man, hey, and when he got interviewed, he act like nothing happened. He a cold guy. How y'all feel about this video? I know y'all, some of y'all probably already seen this, right? This is my first time reacting to this video. My first time reacting to this video. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. We've been on here for an hour and 43 minutes. We're gonna shoot for 2 hours. We're gonna shoot for 2 hours. I ain't gonna lie. Raider HQ. He said lives get paid a little bit. So, and then I wanna get better at live also, guys. Drop in the comment section below about how y'all feel about this video, or not even just this video, about how the lives are. I want to know. I need to know. Let's see. Let's continue.
But the blog tells a very different story.
I mean, look at these pictures. You seem like a very active father. Here you've got your boy in the swimming pool, on the swing set.
Yep.
He talking about,
Ice
yep.
skating,
Yep.
running, playing
Yep.
football.
You see how I'm running? I have drop foot. So when you see I'm not pushing off, I know I'm not pushing off with that foot.
We'll spot you that one. Here you are on the beach, Mr. Muscle.
Yeah, it's not a muscle disease. That's what people don't understand. It's not a muscle disease. It's a neurological disease.
And yet, you can bungee jump. You can play baseball.
But see, Dwayne, he was taking his to the above and beyond though. Like I think he was just doing too much. It's over with actual disbelief. Right. What's up? Nah, I don't. Nah, I think he was just doing too much though. He should have just been chilling. He took it. Not saying committing fraud is I think the only reason why they be getting caught is because they be doing too much. That's it. I mean, of course, he was going above and beyond. He should have just been chilling. But man, that's crazy.
300, and you ran this
And
tough mudder race.
I struggled through that.
That's right. Paulson actually competed in a Marine Corps Tough Mudder race.
How is it that you could be 100% disabled and run a race like that? I mean, if you're good enough to run that race, surely you're good enough to work.
Every job that I tried, I couldn't do, but I looked healthy enough to do it. I'd go out and work at Lawn Doctor and try to open up the fertilizer bags, and the things would slip out of my hands. But here I am, I look healthy. I always fight this disease. We wouldn't even be discussing this if I went to Afghanistan or Iraq and got my legs blown off and had to wear prosthetics. And then you see people with prosthetics competing at the Invictus Games.
Surely you're not comparing yourself to those folks.
No, that's a disease. That's a problem that you can see, is what I'm saying. You can see that disability. They get looked at as inspiring.
His story, he's not wrong. I agree with it. It's just funny how he put it together, and he was like, so you trying to compare yourself? But he ain't wrong. He ain't wrong at all. It's just he overdid it. He overdid it. He probably should have set his ass down. Because you gotta, okay, they said he had his hands was bad, but he's playing pool. You know, he's bungee jumping, but he's supposed to be in a wheelchair. It's all these different signs of. So, you know, certain veterans, you can't tell. You can't tell if a person got PTSD. You can't tell if a veteran got anxiety. You can't tell some of these things. Hey, too far in the cookie jar. I don't even think the cookie jar. Man, hey, listen. He got what he was asking for. He got what he was asking for.
They're like, that's great. He's fighting through this, but I get looked at like I'm a fraud because you can't see the disease.
You were never
show.
that. You didn't even finish one tour of duty.
No.
Why does the military owe you a lifetime of benefits for 100% of your working life when you are fit enough to do all the active things that we can see you doing in those photographs?
Because I'm service connected.
He's not a wounded warrior. He's service connected. At sentencing, the judge ordered Paulson to pay back the $1.6 million plus a huge fine and serve 41 months behind bars.
And no regrets?
I wish I'd never got diagnosed with MS. I'd give anything not to have this disease.
I believe you. I believe you on that.
But you don't believe me on everything else.
It's tough to. The jury didn't buy it.
The jury,
why should our viewers?
Nobody on that jury has MS. I didn't get a fair trial because I didn't have a jury of my peers on that jury.
What do you mean? The jury should have all had MS?
At least one or two people should have had MS on that jury for me to get a fair ruling.
I think the jury was certainly left with.
Right. He don't know. as a civilian, he don't know. He just going with the jury said. But yeah, I saw this dude's story. He went to a 10K broadcast on national TV. Okay, I hear you, but might be a struggle to work and other activities. Right. True enough. True enough. I think the thing is he just overdid it. If he just was, like how you said, he compared it. If he would have got his legs blown off and everything, it'd be a total different conversation, which is true. I understand that it's true, but certain things like MS, and I get it. MS is one of them diseases where, shoot, even by the season, certain seasons, it'll mess with your body. So I understand that, but I ain't gonna lie, to go from a wheelchair to a cane to a bungee jumping to all that, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Especially if you say you got feet problem, back problem, which that's not gonna stop you from moving around. I understand that, get that, but man, the whole nine. That man, listen, you don't supposed to be on no roller coaster or nothing like that. You just sit down. That man, he having too much fun. Service connection disability and 100% for SSDI are not the same thing. True. That is true. That is true. Hey, you ain't lied. That is, look, you ain't lied. But I want to know who told. Who? Listen, I don't think, did they say that? Did they say who gave the tip? Because they're not just investigating you. They gotta have a reason to investigate you. Who told is the question. Because he would never got looked at.
And you played it for all it was worth.
Not true at all. Not true at all.
The tragic part is there's a good chance that over time his MS will progress to a point that he actually is totally disabled. But having cheated the system, it's not clear he'd be able to collect the benefits he would otherwise be entitled to. I'm David Wright for Nightline in Columbia, South Carolina.
That man out of jail, he chilling, man. He got to be. Man, guys. What a YouTube video. What a video, man. It is crazy. We got a lot of people out here. Man. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, y'all. We're gonna separate that. We're gonna stop this. Let me see. Stop screen. I don't want to go back over. I mess with TikTok. I don't know about y'all. But I be messing with TikTok. TikTok is my little, my route that I be going with. Let's see. I got that on the big screen now. Let's see. Veterans. Let's see what they got. Let's see. Oh, these are the people that's live right now. New. Let's see what he talking about, y'all.
Listen up. While everyone was distracted, the VA and the Department of Justice signed a deal on March 11th that should have every veteran in the country on absolute high alert. They are now appointing VA attorneys as special assistant U.S. attorneys, well, so they can walk into a state court and start guardianship proceedings over veterans. They claim it's for vulnerable vets with no family, but here's the reality. Once a government-appointed lawyer is your legal guardian, they make the medical calls. If you're in a crisis like a car accident and the VA decides it's a post-acute transition of care, the attorney has the legal right to pull the plug or move you where they want to. Our tax dollars are funding the lawyers who can now legally take control of your life when you are at your weakest. This isn't a theory. The MOU is signed. We need to talk about this right the fuck now. Listen up. While everyone was,
why you say that? I don't think at age, you know, since you guys using veterans. He said,
as a veteran, what are you doing to maximize the benefits that you're getting? Are you guys taking advantage of GI Bill, VRNE if you do qualify? Some of y'all are blind. I know y'all are blind. Go get your free glasses. Listen, go somewhere else besides the VA. You may have to pay a little bit out of pocket, but go somewhere else, because we all know, you tell your primary care what's going on. Yeah, doc, I'm feeling real depressed. Ibuprofen. Yeah, doc, my anxiety and PTSD is at an all-time high. Them voices is talking. Let's go ahead and get you some vitamin D3. Yeah, go somewhere else besides the VA for healthcare. I mean, again, you may pay a little bit out of pocket, but it's worth it. Use some of the incentives. Go on cruises. Go to Vegas. Use MGM rewards. Use Caesar rewards. Go and enjoy yourself. Margaritaville cruise may not be all that, but if you've never been on a cruise, just go on it and experience. Just do it. As a veteran.
Hey, I even seen a video of Judge Judy not understanding how some veterans. I gotta look at that video. I'm gonna check that video out. Judge Judy. Yeah, because she be having some good stuff too. Guys, have y'all like maximized y'all benefits? I know certain benefits I haven't actually even tried to tap into. But like even like the free cruises and certain, like, you know, amusement parks and stuff that you can go to. I just haven't got into it yet. What about y'all? What about y'all? Have y'all been anywhere? Only place I say I've been was Disney World with the kids. And SeaWorld, not Disney World, SeaWorld, my bad. SeaWorld with the kids, and I want to say it's like up to 5 people that you can have, and it's free. So once everything after 5, I want to say it's like half off, but yeah. But that's the only I say only benefit I use. Shades of green. What is that? What is shades of green? Man, it's 11. Oh my. Oh, for real? He said, I'm about to retire and find out. Ah, man. Man, Google it. I got you. I'm definitely shades of green. I got you. I'm definitely gonna Google that. It's pretty cool. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna try next time. I'm gonna try to have my line up for you guys. Wait, hold on, guys. Somebody got in trouble. Man. Hold on, guys. What's up? She knows. Huh? Hold on, y'all. She knows. And she knows. She knows. And I know she knows. And I know she knows. And she knows. She knows. And I know she knows. And I know she knows. And she knows. She knows. And I know she knows. And I know she knows. And she knows. She knows. And I know she knows. And I know she knows. And she knows. She knows. And I know she knows. And I know she knows. And she knows. She knows. And I know she knows. And I know she knows. And she knows. She knows. And I know she knows. And I know she knows. And she knows. She knows. And I know she knows. And I know she knows. And she knows. She knows. And I know she knows. And I know she knows. And she knows. She knows. And I know she knows. And I know she knows. And she knows. She knows. And I know she knows. And I know she knows. And she knows. She knows. And I know she knows. And I know she knows. And she knows. She knows. And I know she knows. And I know she knows. And she knows. She knows. And I know she knows. And I know she knows. And she knows. She knows. And I know she knows. And I know she knows. And she knows. She knows. And I know she knows. And I know she knows. And she knows. She knows. And I know she knows. And I know she knows. And she knows. She knows. And I know she knows. And I know she knows. And she knows. She knows. And I know she knows. And I know she knows. And she knows. She knows. And I know she knows. And I know she knows. And she knows. She knows. And I know she knows. And I know she knows. And she knows. She knows. And I know she knows. And I know she knows. And she knows. She knows. And I know she knows. And I know she knows. And she knows. She knows. And I know she knows. And I know she knows. And she knows. She knows. And I know she knows. And I know she knows. And she knows. She knows. And I know she knows. And I know she knows. And she knows. She knows. And I know she knows. And I know she knows. And she knows. She knows. And I know she knows. And I know she knows. And she knows. She knows. And I know she knows. And I know she knows. My bad, y'all. First time. And we're in trouble if he doesn't come back. My bad, man. My bad. It's a lot of civilians and veterans who are jealous of the veterans who are getting their benefits. That is facts. That is facts. That is facts. You ain't lied. Listen, it's a lot of them. It's a lot of. I earlier. I don't know if you was here. I think you seen it, but yeah, it's veterans, it's civilians. My bad. That don't like that don't like veterans getting their benefits. It's crazy. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Nah, Nah, I ain't gonna do that. 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 Nah. I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. Camo Talk be saying some real stuff.
Y'all want to know what I'm just starting to realize? All of those veterans, retirees who are always in the comments, always making videos, talking about when they did their time in the 60s, 70s, 80s, even the early 90s, right? It's always men. I never hear about the women from that time period talking about their experience.
That's true.
That's who I want to hear from. I want to hear about all of the women who served during all of that time ago, right? Because it's always the men talking about what they did and what they want to allow and why this military is so soft and all that type of stuff, but you never hear from the women. What was y'all experience like? That's where the truth gonna come in there. So all of the women out there, man, who served 60s, 70s, 80s, whatever the case may be, early 90s, who served in the military, no matter what branch, I want to hear what y'all experience was like. I want to hear what y'all went through and how y'all were treated, some of the things y'all had to deal with and all of that, right? So if y'all on TikTok, able to comment, able to stitch, able to do whatever, I would really love to hear what y'all experience was.
And I'm definitely gonna line y'all up on certain women veterans experience. Let's see.
Today I have my interview about holding my rapist accountable. And this is a huge moment for me. I don't know how I necessarily feel. I just know that this is something that needs to be done to hold him accountable. And I know eventually I will put out the whole story, but this is a sensitive topic, but this is something that I need to do for myself moving forward. Throughout these past few years of sobriety, I've been correcting mistakes in my life that I've made due to trauma. And for me to actually understand what I'm going through, I have to tackle the root of the issue, if that makes sense. So as I'm becoming a therapist, you know, it's no longer running away from things that hurt you.
Hopefully she
It's
don't,
running toward.
hopefully she don't say it again. Hopefully, you know, hopefully she don't.
Towards them, running through them, fixing them. Okay, because you know, once you accomplish something, eventually, you know, I mean, eventually you feel better, and not necessarily like you get over it. You don't necessarily get over being raped or being sexually assaulted or being hurt. Okay, you just know how to work through it now, if that makes sense. So today's a big day. Yeah, and I really just wanted to document it. I had a young lady reach out to me via DM that had a similar situation to me. And
I don't think a lot of people be understanding, even veterans. I don't think they understand like what women veterans actually go through. There's a lot of women veterans that been sexually assaulted. You know, the word, I ain't gonna use that word, but MST, and it'd be a lot for them, you know, to actually even share their story. I don't think they probably be wanting to share their story, especially in a situation like that. They're not gonna tell their military story at all, like at all. Even if it was somewhat great, no, not at all. So it's not a lot of women that's talking about their military experience. Some of them just leave it in the past.
And I totally can relate. And it saddens me that this is so like normal. It's so common. And meanwhile, the women that are affected are left to fix things that they had no control over. It's absolutely nuts. But yeah, I made this video for anybody that is going through that. My situation happened years ago. However, it still affects me today, changed the trajectory of my life. And
Facts. Yeah, she's pretty.
It still affects you no matter what. So this is for anybody that's going through it and, you know, needs that encouragement or just doesn't want to feel alone. I love you. Bye.
Man. And that's another reason why some veterans get out also too. I don't think civilians be understanding why certain veterans, why they end up getting the VA compensation. I know this kind of like pivoting back to that, but it's like, if you really sit back and think about it, some incidents happen in the military that's not based on getting deployed or not getting hurt during service. Well, it's during service, but it's not actually on the battlefield or ruck marching or anything like that. It's more so of an individual, you know, doing sexual acts or, you know, sharp and stuff like that. So it's hard for women, man. It's hard. There's a lot of women too that goes through this. I ain't gonna lie. Man, I'm just scrolling. Yeah, sexual trauma. Can't change my mind.
Anybody who got the military due to MST should be able to take the pay and benefits of their abuser, and they should be at 100% PTSD with the VA. Anybody who got the military
Military sexual trauma, MST, it's real. It's existent.
One more, guys.
And it's present today. It's been around for years. It's nothing new. The problem is leadership is failing. Leadership is failing the troops. Leadership is failing to be approachable. Leadership is failing to recognize and accept if it's brought to their attention. And I can't tell you how heavy this weighs on my heart. After 30 years of service in the Marine Corps, did I miss any female Marines or female sailors that had happened in my unit? As a gunny, as a first sergeant, as a sergeant major, did I miss any? Did any slip through the cracks? Was I approachable? And we need to be approachable. So my cry and plea to you leaders out there in all the branches of service, be approachable. Understand what a servant leader is. Get out there and win the hearts and minds. Have them gain faith, trust, and confidence in you. Work towards that so that they know that you're approachable, so they can come to you for anything. We're wrapping our arms around this 22 a day veteran suicide. And now, you know, on top of all that, we've got the military sexual trauma. And don't think that that might be part of the 22 a day. Okay. I can't begin to tell you, I've been advocating passionately for veterans since 2010. And I can't begin to tell you how many female veterans I have advocated for that have asked that magical question. And I have to ask it to both the males and the females. Have you ever been, or were you the victim of MST, military sexual trauma? And some of the females are reluctant to tell me. But when they do open up, and I'm just amazed, because it was their platoon sergeant or their first sergeant or their sergeant major or their XO or their CO. So reporting it, they're in fear of retaliation, so they didn't report it. Or when they did report it, they were shunned, they were chastised. Are you sure? Are you sure you were assaulted sexually? You sure you didn't want it? What did you do to entice it? You sure you didn't do anything to make it consensual? Are you sure you're not just trying to ruin this person's career and burn them? So please, I beg you leaders out there, be aware of mental health. Be aware of how this is affecting the veteran community. after they get out, after they retire, after they separate. Think about how it's affecting the community on active duty in the reserve component. Be aware, be approachable. Please help them. Help them be able to come to you. Remain resilient, remain resolute. Semper Fidelis. Hoorah.
Get Trolled by Marco Diaz. Oh my God. When trollers started coming in here like this? Okay, that's crazy. All right, guys, listen. I'm a try. He talking about LOL troll bot. All right, listen, guys. I'm gonna hop on tomorrow, guys. Anybody before I get off though? Do y'all have any questions? And I'm gonna try to schedule out. Boot him. Gotcha. I'm glad you said that. Damn trolls. Right. Any of y'all got any questions? And before I hop off this live, and I'm gonna try to for now on, I'm gonna schedule like when I go live also. Yeah, I'm gonna schedule that. Cause I don't want to just hop on and y'all just like, oh man, or I hop on and then y'all don't see me in another like 4-5 days. I don't want to do that. I want to actually have a schedule when I get on, just to stay on track. But we stayed on longer today though. We stayed on a little bit longer. Man, listen, I'm glad you caught the live too. I'm glad y'all caught the live. But guys, I'm a 9 times out of 10, like I said, if I don't be on tomorrow, which I probably because it's Friday, probably drop the kids off and everything. With their grandparents. Yeah, I'll probably get on tomorrow. Yeah. I got to. But I'm out, guys. I'm out of here. Yeah, schedules are better. Give us time to make it. Facts. Well, I'm gonna do that. You know what? I'm gonna schedule out something today. Well, tonight. I'm gonna make a post, and if I don't know what between the times that I'm gonna get on yet. I gotta figure that out. But I'm gonna make a post, and I'm gonna put it on the YouTube channel. And I think that'll be 10 times better. Way better. But all right, guys, I'm out. Peace.